Yeah, 2017. Let's go.
So says Yosenju is just pendulum summoning, but without scales. But they are also spirit monsters. I see no issue. True.
They're just everything at the same time.
I think that the only reason they're not spirit monsters is because of pendulum summons, and spirit monsters have that clause cannot be special summoned.
Yeah, which is already a very bad clause to have in the first place for any card.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
You know what's a really interesting card from Yosenju is Yosenju Magat, and it's like a Weasley thing. It's a level 6 that special summons another Yosenju from your deck.
ooh, straight from the deck, you say?
Straight from the deck. But of course, it has to be normal summon, so you have to tribute summon it.
Alright, so it would be very good in those pendulum variants.
Well, it's the interesting thing about it is you can summon Oyam straight from the deck, so it's a one card rank 6.
Oh, oh yeah, that's very true. Yeah, and you have sufficient fodder already after a pendulum summon for the tribute summon.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of awkward, but yeah. Being able to set up like a Rhinoceros and whatnot.
Yeah. Alright, so this was the first game between Murphy and Neg. So Serenity on the top. This is the third game. Against Jano. So the leaders. Both at 1 and 1. So what do we have here?
So Serenity's been playing very well with Melodious so far, able to. I'm gonna say he carried Phoenix in a parallel universe to these grand finals.
Yeah, that's certainly from the games that we have watched. Serenity just steamrolled through everyone. Mirror or not, he just was able to win everything very clean. Very convincing. So now we are at the live point within the match. Gateway to Chaos.
Finally able to watch these players think.
Yeah, this is very exciting. Origin.
And you know, Serenity, we do know that he's very likely siding Diffusion, and that's going to come up very big in this matchup.
Yeah, Jano will have to double think each time he attempts to activate the Dragon's Mirror. We have seen this combo quite a lot of times from Jano, being able to utilize Origin's effect to a very good extent. Provided, obviously, that he does open the combo already.
Well, it's a nice thing to have, right? Like, you have to send a monster now with the skill rebalance. So, you know, just adding in another one just to up consistency. It's not a terrible
Definitely.
idea. You know, you play the Eccentrics, which is, you know, some walking MSTs, and then, you know, play both Dark Flare and Origin.
Yeah, this deck really has almost everything you can think of, and that's within its engine. You have the Dragon's Mirror as well for some more extension, but you have access to a large amount of staples that you can use as well. Dragonfire will be attempting to fusion summon now. We have seen breakthrough skill, I believe, from Serenity in the past. Not sure about the finish chain.
I think most players are opting to avoid Fiendish Chain at the moment just because of the existence of Harpies.
Exactly.
Such a prevalent deck that you really don't want to main deck Fiendish.
Yup. That's for certain. Oh my god.
Into a Tretch, the Destruction Immune Bloom Diva.
Goodbye, Gaia. Ooh. Alright, we do have some form of extension still.
You guys got the Dragon's Mirror, but you'd still have to think, like, how does he have to Bloom Diva, right? He has used his pop. He does set a card, so maybe he's got a Chalice, he's got a book. Just gonna swing in for good measure. Because he's got that Galloping guy, just say, hey, look, your card doesn't work.
Yep. It's for intimidation purposes.
It is an awkward matchup. Like as Melodious, you really want Mystical Space Typhoon just to get rid of that field spell so your Bloom Diva can put in as much work as you need. But as Gaia, you really want to be able to pop those monsters. And probably quite happy he popped that Skill Prisoner, but at the same time, now it's in the grave, it can still just use that effect on that hard once per turn Gaia the Magical Dragon Knight. So even if you book that Bloom Diva, that Skill Prisoner doesn't discriminate against face up, face down.
Oh, that's actually a really interesting point. I didn't know it worked that way.
Well, there is some intricacy with it because Skill Prisoner does say target one card you control, and then any card that resolves that targeted that card at activation negate that effect.
Oh,
so
yeah,
there could be some interesting interactions that happen, but you really have to be familiar with the rulings. Mind you, we are in the grand finals, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is the game that matters the most right now. Yellow guy once again. So he does have the Dragonfire in hand. Ripped off the top.
Really complicated Gaia plays. You never know what they're going to do. It's like, oh, do they search a Gaia or do they search a dragon? Oh, they're going to fuse. They're not going to fuse. Oh my god, it's so confusing.
He's just
gonna swing in once again. This time with the Fiendish Chain to negate that Bloom Diva. It says Skill Prisoner this. That's not a monster.
Yeah, and it's also in the battle phase, so no nothing for you.
Ooh. And Soldier Guy gonna go in deep. Does he get game? He does.
Yeah. So Jano taking the win.
Fiendish Chain coming up big. And
right.
It's been interesting so far. I mean, Gaia and Melodious aren't too surprising to see, nor are Harpies. But Thunder Dragons and Yosenjus makes things a little bit more interesting.
Right, I'm actually quite surprised to see Thunder Dragons doing this well, having reached the grand finals. I think after the nerf, it has been a lot more high roll, but
I mean, this is the second time we've seen Rex Cruz open up Aloof Dark.
Exactly.
So, like, really the lesson here is just be Rex Cruz.
Yeah, there's just no other way to put it. Just be Rex Cruz.
I do wonder, like, will there be available individual player records at the end of all this? Like, would somebody have to compile that?
Individual player records. I think that would be on a player-by-player basis. I don't think we would compile some stats, but we will.
I'll just have Radlup do it.
Yeah, nah, he can do it for sure after his birthday party today.
Is it his birthday or it's like?
It is, yeah, 16th of.
Oh no, then honestly, tell him to get back inside and do the player records, and then go out and celebrate his birthday.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot of time left. 6 hours.
Celebrate when the work is done, Radlup. Then you can have a happy birthday.
Very well said.
But for real, happy birthday, Radlup.
Yeah, thank you.
How old did you say he was?
No clue. Probably early 20s. Maybe mid. I don't know. Yeah.
Because the Cyber Slash came out with the Hysteric Party.
Right. Alright, and just open the yellow. Why not?
Atlas is going to give Radlup a happy birthday screw. So I guess that's one way of interpreting what I said.
It's all good. So once again,
Hey Atlas, how many Dragong now?
2 -1. There's the Egotist.
Did he side in Ties That Bind?
Yeah, I guess it's a little more. Oh,
It does stand to reason, right?
I definitely think it does have its place, because or just
You're not going to
earlier-
run into a whole lot of... Oh, Mind Drain as well in the back row, being sniped by a Mystical Space Typhoon, but that is going to be a swift 2-0 from Belfior.
I was gonna type Yami Yugi instead of -1. Oh my god.
Yami Yugi himself?
Into a grand final? What happened?
Yami Yugi himself versus My Valentine would be
Herself.
a replay of the Duelist Kingdom semifinals.
Yeah. Would be quite a feat to watch. Alright, so the Heraldry Patriarch face down, and challenge successfully will be resolving. Changing the wrong scores here. Alright, this is the last game, so whoever wins this game wins the match, and thus the grand finals. 1, 2. Okay.
Yeah, nice and climactic there. That was great.